Alright, so I've just received a ton of questions from fans all around the world, and I'm going to go through them now and give you answers. This question is from Joe from Tijuana. Do you have any advice for aspiring singers and songwriters? My advice is just to always push yourself, to work really hard, to never give up. As a songwriter, just keep writing songs and more songs, and as a performer and someone who wants to be a singer. This question is from Jose from Mexico. Where does your inspiration for Avedon come from? My inspiration for my fashion line Avedon comes from my personal style. I pretty much am just designing for myself anything that I like or anything that I could possibly think that I would want to wear. I get a lot of inspiration through my travels, and in a lot of it, inspiration comes from Tokyo in Japan because fashion is crazy there, so I get a lot of cool ideas and inspiration. This question is from Paloma. How did you realize you wanted to be a singer? I don't know, I just always wanted to sing, and so it was a natural kind of passion of mine, since I was like a little girl. This question is from Tamara, and she is from Argentina, and her question is, what inspired you to write Goodbye Lullaby? Well, I've been writing for many years, and on Goodbye Lullaby, for this record, I wanted to make something that was a little more song-driven and raw, and more about just like focusing on me as a singer and the lyrics in the song and not hiding it all with a ton of, production. I wanted it to be more raw. And this question is from Olivia from Hannon. What is your favorite thing about Canadian Little Black Stars? On this Canadian tour, the Black Stars, the audience, have been so incredible. I think Canadians love music, and I think they're really warm people, and so they make for an excellent crowd. Bethany from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Her question is, how do you typically begin writing a song? Typically, I have no idea what I'm writing about, and I just either sit down at a piano and start playing, or a guitar and start strumming, and then as I come up with a chord progression, then kind of like a melody will just start and lyrics fit into it. And Anna from England, her question is, how did your dad call you Avedon? So Avedon, which is a tattoo on my arm, was my nickname for my dad, and it's also what I called my fashion line. It was a street name. My dad used to work for a phone company, and it was like a kind of an area or a street name, and the sign said Avedon, and I don't know, it just kind of was one of those things that he just started calling me Abby, and my friends always called me Abby and Avedon, so just... Natasha from London is asking, out of all the songs you have written, which are your favorites? So I think my favorite one off my first record is I'm With You. It's a ballad. I like my song on my new record called Goodbye and Push, and I think Girlfriend's a lot of fun. Lita from Moscow, her question is, what is your favorite color to wear? Black. The question is from Blythe from the UK, and it is, what music video has been the most fun to make? Complicated because it was my first one, and we had so many scenes, and I was running around with my band, and we were trashing them all, and just, we did a lot. We shot a lot, and because it was my first one, it was really, really exciting. Next to that, Girlfriend, because that was a lot of fun too. I got to wear a red wig and a black wig and play pretty much 3 different people, myself, and then the mean girl, and then the preppy girl. Tori from Morton. How do you get your makeup to be so perfect? I don't do it. Mariano from Rio de Janeiro. If you could have a superpower, what would it be and why? I guess I always say that it'd be cool to fly. Lisa from Las Vegas is asking, what's your favorite song to perform and why? I like performing I'm With You, and I like performing my song Alice. And why? I just enjoy. Marcella from Thunder Bay is asking, what kind of pets do you have and do you want to get? I don't have any pets, and I would like to get a dog. And what is your favorite childhood TV show? Care Bears and Looney Tunes. Do you play any instruments besides guitar? Yes. I play the bass guitar, I play the drums, and I play the piano. And if you haven't dedicated your life to music, what would you be doing? Something creative or active. I always liked sports, and I was into like hair, and maybe I would have been like a hairstylist or a makeup artist or a chef or something like that. Then do you get to visit home? Like a couple times a year. I'm from Canada, and I live in Los Angeles, and I just kind of see my family around Christmas time, the holidays, stuff like that, so a few times a year. What is your favorite song from Goodbye Lullaby? My favorite song is the last track on the album. It's called Goodbye, which inspired the title, Goodbye Lullaby. I wrote this song by myself and I produced it, and it's an emotional song that I've ever written or performed. And where is your favorite place to visit outside of America? And that definitely goes back to Italy. I love Europe. I want to thank you guys so much for all of your questions. It's really cool getting questions from fans all around the world. So thank you so much, and rock on.